I'm sending you the link.
Baby, you're gonna be my love life.
Digging at tunes like beer.com.
It's your boy Stunner, baby. Oh, yeah, yeah. Today, I will not leave you the same until you change my case. Oh Lord, bless my hands today. So I'ma help out my family and friends that have always believed in me. Oh Lord, I wanna drive all around in your brand new Benz. Oh, I wanna travel the world with my friends. Oh, with my friends. I wanna get a moco and build my mama dream house and buy a dream car. If the enemies go through, if they wanna see me feel lost this year, another level. Another level. Another level. Another level. Do what the girls never look my way. Do what the people that laugh at me. Do what the girls never look my way. Do what the people that laugh at me. Tell you said in your word now that if I knock the door, shall open unto me. You also said in your word now that if I ask, it shall be given unto me. So I pray for grace and I pray for mercy. Hope I beg me more blessings. Wanna see all my people progressing. Wanna see everyone rejoicing. Oh, yeah. Pass me the Hennessy, cause got no time for enemies. Cause Papa God is there for me, and His blessing is all sure. I wanna drive all around in a brand new Benz. Oh, I wanna travel the world with my friends. Oh, I wanna get a moco and build my mama dream house and buy a dream car. If the enemies go through, if they wanna see me feel. Cause this year, another level. Another level. Another level. Another level. Besunuku, Sunday, Sunday, Kukochumuku, Ina Isa, Yunano. Besunuku, Sunday, Kukochumuku, Ina Isa, Yunano. I wanna get baby got dance. Your delay, not your denial. Don't give up, keep working harder. No matter how long the storm lasts, the sun will always shine behind a cloud. No matter how long the storm lasts, the sun will always shine behind a cloud. Your setback will be a major comeback. Me pa I only hope for long life. Ugly water can carry back. Then they don't get no cause to worry. Give God the glory for the little time. I give God the glory, keeping me alive. So I give God the glory for keeping me alive. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Get up, my paper, sorry. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Once you got food to eat, thank you. You get more to come, thank you. You get air to breathe, thank you. Your current situation is not your final destination. No condition is permanent. Infection, starvation, temptation is not a potion. If you pray for my comfort, sorry, come and get your refund. No weapon, come and give me shall prosper. Cause I'm covered with the blood of Jesus. I sold my soul to the Holy Ghost. You already know I'm about to go. I walk through the valley and the shadow of death. I fear no evil. I still reveal so. I don't complain, Lord, I'm grateful and thankful. So I give God the glory for keeping me alive. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Sorry. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Once you got food to eat, thank you. You get more to talk, thank you. You get air to breathe, thank you. You the public glory, you the public glory. I thank you, Daddy. I thank you. If I wanted to know, I got to one. If I wanted to know, I got to one. If I wanted to know, I got to one. If I wanted to know, I got to one. After party, yeah. Party after party, yeah.
There's one place, and that place is the place you can find all your party supply. It's Models D Party Supply on Camp Johnson Road. It's Models D Party Supply. Has all and every kinds of party supplies you need, ranging from party dishes, plastic tablecloths, Disney party banners for kids, flowers for weddings and parties, balloons, different colors and sizes, party dishes, different colors and sizes, gift wrap papers. We also do the following: rental services, chairs, tables, chair covers, table runners, and chair sarge. You can find them all. Models D Party Supply. Our quality products bring you in, and our low prices bring you back. That's why we are Models D Party Supplies. Contact us on Camp Johnson Road, Monrovia, Liberia, next to Yes Transport, or call us on 0777 671 814. 0886 777 665.
Black Hill Regional Park in Maryland comes alive on the 24th of July with an Independence Day Country Coke featuring a variety of Liberian DJs. Come and enjoy yourself to our Dumbo special, juicy dry rice, pepper soup, and bitter leaf and fufu. Other DJs include Rob potato greens, cassava leaf, rare oil potato greens, and so much more. Now, on the sideline of those dishes is the smell of our pepper color and roasted meat that will keep you salivating. Yes, it's the Independence Day Country Coke happening in Black Hill Regional Park, 20930 Lake Ridge. For inquiries and reservation, contact Makam Boyu on cell numbers 240-636-8994 or Malo Brople on 240-5516-742. If you are in the DMV area, you can't afford to miss it as it promises to be great. Come, let's dance to our favorite Liberian songs while we enjoy our favorite DJs.
See, I feel no time for check.
Are you looking for a property to buy or rent? Are you a property owner and looking for a quick and suitable way to sell your properties? Are you looking for a house, an apartment, or land to buy in Liberia, West Africa? Look no further, because Superior Real Estate has all the solutions to your problems. They have beautiful acres of land and comfortable homes for you to buy now. Registered and incorporated, Superior Real Estate is bringing honest real estate transactions and a peace of mind to all their clients. Located in Pinzio, Superior Real Estate can be reached on 0880 544 111 or WhatsApp them on +231 775 874610. You will not be disappointed. Superior Real Estate you can trust.
You want to know how to turn $100 into
Are you looking for a place where to fix your keys if lost or damaged? Or are you thinking on how to duplicate your home, office, or car keys? Don't worry, because your worries are all over. AutoKey Liberia is the best solution to all of your problems. At AutoKey Liberia, we are specialized in all keys, programs, and professional in other keys and remotes of all types. We are located at Say on Time Bourgeois Orland. Find us at Clever Mission Junction, ELW Community. For more information, you can call the following cell numbers: 0777 337 808 or 0886 530512. Do business with AutoKey Liberia and thank me later.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure, and start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
And welcome to the program. Today is today's Wednesday, the 14th of July, 2021. The time in Monrovia is 7:31, and the time in Delaware is 3:31. And I'm very glad to be here, and I hope you all are. You're going to pardon me for the quality of my voice. I think I had a very hectic weekend, and by hectic I mean it was a fantastic weekend. We had too much fun. So we got back a little late. The flight was delayed, arrived around like 10 o'clock Monday night. And by the time, we got the car out of the airport and got home, it was pretty late. It was already a few minutes past 12 midnight. George, check that noise. I'm hearing that little noise. Choop, choop, choop. That little noise there. Yeah, so that's the reason why we couldn't bring you the show yesterday, because we were very tired. But I'm very glad to be here this morning. And I want to say in a very special way, many, many thanks to the Minnesota chapter of the COP, Chairman Maurice Dukley and his wonderful leadership team, and for everything they put on. We had a great time, and I want to thank all my folks who went with me to Minnesota. We from the East Coast, Pennsylvania and Delaware. We took a large delegation of about 10. I want to thank all the other wonderful people who came from everywhere to come to Minnesota. I'm not even going to call anybody's name because I don't want to be held in contempt for leaving somebody's name out or anybody out. But people came from Georgia, the USA. People came from Maryland, the USA. People came from all over the states, Texas, and everywhere to be in Minnesota. People came from Iowa. And I met a lot of people for the first time. And it was incredible, and I just want to say my heart goes out to each and every one of you who came out. And I want to thank you so much. I'm deeply humbled and honored by everything that you did. It was a long weekend. It was a great weekend. We had a great time. And I want to say thank you so much. Now, we get back to the matter. The reason for which all these wonderful people love us from all over the world and around and in America. I want to say this. There is yesterday my attention was drawn to a post made by a cloned Facebook page. Now, clone is CLONED, and by that I mean a page that was created in my name by some stupid person for obvious, nefarious purposes. That page is not my page. This person supposedly posted in my name, pretending to be me, created this page, used my profile picture, my full name and everything, and said, this is the post that they made. The president of the Haiti president, or the president of Haiti is gone. Billy Goodweir is next. And I did not make that post. It is not me. And I cannot see that Facebook page because I was blocked by the person. And this is what to do. There are several of such pages out there in my name. They create them and they block me. And the reason they block me is that so that I do not get to see the page. And when I cannot see the page, I cannot report the page as being fake and cloned to Facebook. So I'm going to ask you all to do me a favor. Find that page for me when you can. It's Henry P. Costa. Mind you, it's not my page. It's my page has 140 something thousand people on it. Now, that's the first way you're going to know the difference. How many followers do I have? I have 147,000 people on my page. How many friends? Oh, just a little over 4,000 friends. But don't look at it look out for the number of friends that I have. Yeah, that's one thing. I'm going to try to verify my page so that people will know it's my page. Yeah, I'm going to write Facebook. I will tell my man Aaron, we'll contact Facebook and we'll let them know that we want to verify my page so that it can stand out. But still, there are lots of people who don't even know when they see a verified page. Mind you, how many Liberians know what to call a verified page? Most Liberians do not know what a verified page is. And I've seen a lot of people ask, oh, my man, we saw this post. Is this your post? And I get irritated because the people who call me and ask me about that, they should know better. It should be easy for them to go on Facebook and just type in, find the page and say, and they will see what is my page. Because I have 140 something thousand people on my page. And then you see some page with what, 1,000-2,000 people, then you think it's mine? But so most Liberians don't know these things. Even the educated ones, they're not familiar with these things. So I just want to say that particular page is not my page, and I'm blocked and I cannot see that page. So do me a favor if you can, find it and report it to Facebook as a clone page, and Facebook will certainly shut it down. Now, having said that, this morning we will have native. Now, Bog, I hope you have a lot of native songs there, Q. And good morning there and welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners, women and bro. Sure, we have a lot of native songs here, Q, already.
Yeah, so Native will be our guest this morning for 30 minutes from 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. We'll be speaking to him about his music, his inspiration, and all of that. So Native, for those of you who know Native, he's the guy who made the song Story. Queen, like you deserve it. If you want more, I'll provide it. And Native, Native, thank you. And he's on that track as well with Eric Jizo called Kekele. He's on the Kekele track. Yeah. So Native will be with us shortly. And so he will be with us shortly this morning in video as well. And after Native, we will have Mrs. Emmeline DeLine Johnson, the wife of our fallen friend Charles Johnson, Charles A. Johnson, aka Chucky, aka Chale, aka Ambassador. I used to call him Ambassador. And she will be with us this morning on the show. And Mrs. Johnson will be talking about the work that she's doing as director of the Dr. Charles A. Johnson Jr. Foundation. She's organizing an event to be held in early August, in part in memory of her late husband, who was a good friend of mine and of so many people. Charles was one of those friends who stood in my wedding. He was a good, supportive friend. And I know there are many Charles Johnson friends out there. And what his wife is trying to do to honor men who are father figures and our fathers, and in memory of her husband as well. We will need to give our support in every way we can, materially, financially, and morally. And of course, I'm going to be attending that event as well. So I'm going to host her this morning, and she's going to talk about what she's doing. And I'm going to personally call on all of our friends. Charles Johnson was a very supportive guy. He was there and out supporting his friends, supporting good people. And so we should support what his wife is doing in part in memory of him. So we will have Emily on this morning after we have Native. Now, another thing I like to talk about this morning is that so over the weekend, while on my way towards the weekend, actually it was on Thursday, on my way to Minnesota, I came across this post. Somebody actually brought it to my attention. By Emmanuel Porter, this lowly, insignificant assistant minister, who is, by the way, an idiot, a very poorly educated idiot. Have you all seen Emmanuel Porter write? Oh, the boy can write by the way. The boy can write ugly. The boy can write ugly. I mean, this guy should participate in an ugly writing competition, and he stands a very high chance of winning. Anyway, Porter is one of those boys who used to hang around with George Weah. In 2010 December, he was indicted by the criminal court for being a part of a gang of 13 employees of UBA that stole $1.3 million from the bank. They got indicted. They went to court. They were found guilty, and they took an appeal to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court called for a new trial. That new trial has not happened. So Porter was found guilty by the lower court. The reason he has not gone to jail is because the Supreme Court ordered a new trial in the case, and that new trial has not happened. So whenever that new trial happens and Porter is found guilty because the evidence was very solid, Porter is going to go to jail for being a part of a gang that stole over $1.3 million from UBA. So just so you know. So he's making big mouth. Oh yeah, I was never found guilty. He was found guilty by the criminal court. They took an appeal to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court, for whatever reasons, called for a new trial. The Supreme Court did not squash the verdict of the lower court. It only said that the case should be retried. That's what the Supreme Court said. Now, I don't believe that this government is going to pursue that case or that retrial. But I can assure you, when we come to power, we will ensure that case is retried. Because that's what the Supreme Court called for, retrial in that particular case. Now, Porter is an assistant minister, and an assistant minister makes anywhere around $2,500 a month, $2,500 US. That's not a lot of money. For a lot of people, it is a lot of money. But for a guy who likes to act like he's such a big Mr. Big Stuff, that's not a lot of money at all. Now, Mr. Porter, bought his wife a car, and which, by the way, there's nothing wrong with that. Now, Bwaga, you're going to pardon me shortly. I have to take this.
Okay, so as we Costa has been talking about Porter, he was the guy that bought his wife a luxurious car, and then later on, it was on his birthday. Later on, started doing a Lanco style of life, popping champagne on the car. So that raised an eyebrows for we Liberians that an assistant minister in government will be doing such a thing, and they coming with an agenda of popo. Now the popo is standing into something else. That raised an eyebrow. Liberian talk about it, and he and Eugene Nangbe eating food from one place to another. A lot of people started talking about it, and it went viral. People talk more. People said that the proper agenda that the president we are led government came with is not what they are living now. They are living luxurious life and eating great meals.
I'm back here with you, Bwaga.
Okay.
So yeah, just taking off from what the point Bwaga was making, right? Emmanuel Porter and Len Eugene Nangbe. So Porter bought his wife a Q7. It's not about a car. Don't get me wrong. I know Porter has a history of doing all kinds of things, right? Porter bought a Hummer H3 worth $15,000 with gas slips. That's a record. That's a Guinness Book of Record. This guy bought a whole car for $15,000 in gas slips.
Wow.
Yeah, a whole car, Hummer H3. This was about 2 years ago. We talked about this. Now, fine. But the point here is this particular car is not a top of the line brand new car. It's not. It's the Q7. But I'm told this car was one of those cars that was condemned. It was involved in an accident, and he bought it and he refurbished it. That's what I'm told. But he did spend some money on it, just about 15 grand. But for a guy who makes $2,500 a month, when you take out taxes, he's left with about a little over $2,000 a month. How does he get to buy such a car? How does he get to do this? How does he, But anyway, that's not the point. The thing that pissed me off about the whole thing is the fact that Porter bought a bottle of expensive wine and thank you, Michael. But it's a salvage car. Fine. So it's not so much of the car, right? But I'm talking about the whole ritual of pouring an expensive bottle of wine over the car or on the car. That was it for me. And posting about it on Facebook, it was it for me. And I said, look, this is insensitive. That bottle of wine should cost no less than $75 or maybe $60 in Liberia. It's a champagne.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not a bottle of wine. It's champagne. So the optics is what got to me. It's what I said, no. This is distasteful and it is unacceptable. You're not a celebrity. You're not a private citizen. You understand? You work for the government. You know? You work for the government. No, that car is not $6,000. It's way above that. In the US, the Q7, I'm told it's not, and it's not an old model car. It's a much recent model. And he bought it, had it shipped to Liberia, and did some work on it. And so it cost him a lot of money. It's way more than $6,000, folks. Stop that. That car is way more than $10,000, according to what I'm told. Way more than $10,000. It's about $15,000. That car. Thomas Kura, you do sell cars, but hey, bro, listen, I got more details about that car. That's not the Q7 2010 or 2012 model. It's much, much more recent than that. My brother Thomas Kura, you do know cars. You do sell cars. You do know about cars more than I do. But that particular car, I got particular details on it. So let me just tell you that, my brother. So here's the point, right? Porter, yes, Thomas Kura, you're a reasonable man. You know cars better than me. You do cars for a living. Yeah. But that one there is a much more recent, is a much recent model. And he bought it refurbished. I mean, he bought it salvaged and he fixed it up. So he spent some money on it to get that car to Liberia. So I got the details yesterday. But Kura, this is a guy who bought an H3 Homo in gas slips, $15,000 in gas slips. Now, how does Porter get $15,000 in gas slips? Because Porter is the assistant minister for operations at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. That is how Porter manages to get gas slips and to get logistics money and to be able to blow it, because he is the guy in charge. He's the guy in charge of logistics at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. So he has access to government money. He has access to gas slips. He has access to a lot of things. Now, so my point about it was that Porter, the way he went about wasting and pouring the champagne on the car and doing all that kind of stuff, like what they say the Papadens do at Lamco and Boga, they used to wash the car with beer, right?
Yeah.
You know the guy sitting in Liberia? My man, when you buy a new car, some of your friends will say, "My man, bring the car, let's wash the car, man."
Sure.
Exactly. So that's exactly what Porter was doing. But anyway, so when I saw the post, I felt it was insensitive. And I took the post, I took the video and the pictures, and I posted. Now, Porter was looking for what? He was looking for attention. That's why he posted. Now, because he's an insignificant person, and when he posted, you know, nobody, there were just a few people who saw his post, just his few friends. But I thought I wanted to help Porter, because Porter was looking for attention. He was trying to impress his wife and impress his friends. So I decided to help him. And I took the post and the pictures and the video, and I reposted them. And Porter got what? To date, Porter now has 31,000 views on the video I posted. So 31,000 people have watched the video of Emmanuel Porter, this lowly, insignificant assistant minister, pouring a bottle of an expensive champagne on his car he bought for his wife. So I did that good for Porter. But now Porter got mad with me and went on Facebook. And of course, he started cussing me and saying all kinds of nonsense. But you see, what these boys forget is that, number one, this is what Henry Costa does. He knows how to make your life miserable if you deserve it. Number two, You can't fight Henry Costa in that way. Find another way to fight me, not through social media or through reaching to the masses, because I reach way more people than most Liberians do, or than most Liberians, period. So for you to think that you want to fight me, then he comes to my inbox and he's making big mouth. He just finished a 12-bedroom house or building and blah, 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 and all that kind of nonsense. So I simply helped Porter get the publicity he wanted. Then the CDC folks get angry, the youth wing, after they saw the post I made. They went and called a press conference on Emmanuel Porter and on Len Eugene Nangbe.
Yeah.
They called on the president, the CDC, not me, the youth wing of the CDC on Friday. They called on Porter, on the president, to investigate Porter for corruption. Now, trust me, you will find a lot of skeletons in Porter's closets, because this is a man who makes a little over $2,000 a month. And the way he lives is not indicative, it's not representative of how much he makes. He lives far above his modest means. So how does he support that? Of course, he works in the government. He is the logistics guy, the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Of course, he has been stealing to support that. Now, fine, that's one thing. Then the youth wing blast Len Eugene Nangbe. Eugene Nangbe recently became Maritime Commissioner. Eugene Nangbe, every day he will post these pictures of himself eating exotic food. Now, you won't see Eugene eating rice with potato grains or jollof rice or something. Eugene is eating a heavy plate, a plate full of lobsters and shrimps and you name it. I mean, and most of these CDC boys are hungry, like most Liberians. Now, they don't like the fact, of course, Mr. Chesson, after we talked about it, after I posted about it, that's when the CDC folks got on Porter and Eugene. Now, so I'm sure that's what made Porter realize, perhaps it was a mistake on my part to, number one, post the video of me pouring champagne on this car above my wife. Number two, to attack Costa, because you see what this has caused? It brought it to the attention of the CDC youth wing. And Porter was in the news. Now, here's another thing. Eugene Nangbe goes out every day, Monday to Friday, when he's eating his very palatable, appealing, the food looks aesthetically appeasing or appealing and delicious. Eugene is sitting there with this huge, monstrous plate of lobsters and crabs and all kinds of things. And then he's eating that food, and then he takes pictures of himself eating, and he posts them on Facebook, man versus food, who will win? He does that like he's in a freaking eating competition every day. You know, this guy does that. You know, he takes pictures of himself eating and he posts them to Facebook. And apparently citizens have been watching Eugene Nangbe, many of whom are hungry and they can't afford. Let me tell you something. Lobster is expensive anywhere in the world. Lobster and crab. Most people can't afford to eat lobster and crab every day for lunch or for dinner. Period. Kaput. But Len Eugene Nangbe is a Maritime Commissioner, for Christ's sake, and he drives a $70,000 Chevrolet Tahoe. So Mr. Len Eugene Nangbe is blasted by seditionists for eating very, very well, while most of them are hungry. Yeah, my brother John saw, but the seditionists feel like Eugene Nangbe is teasing them because many of them are hungry. They can't afford what he eats, and they make noise about him. Now, I'm not going to say Eugene Nangbe. Eugene Nangbe does not eat anything better than I eat. I eat better food than him. I can afford to eat absolutely anything I want to eat. But most Liberians cannot afford to eat what Eugene Nangbe eats. Most Liberians cannot afford to buy a car, let alone buy a bottle of champagne and pour it on the car. Most Liberians cannot afford to do that. And these Salama swines, they work for the government, for these Liberian people, and they were voted into power by these very people, you know, and so the people are not happy to see them doing this. And you know what's painful? If the opposition folks have been the ones to criticize and condemn Len Eugene Nangbe for, you know, his show-off attitude with a big plate of lobster and crabs and all that kind of stuff on his plate, and under the caption, food man versus food, who will win? Let me tell you this. Of course, that's true. Lobster is cheaper in Liberia as compared to other countries, Michael Boo. But guess what? The places Eugene goes to eat the lobster, they're not cheap. Those places, they're expensive. Eugene likes to eat out at this Lebanese owned and run restaurant called Anglers. It's expensive, Mr. Michael Boo. It's expensive. Anglers is not cheap. That plate of food Eugene eats goes for nothing less than $50 in Liberia at Anglers. Eugene did not eat lobster in a Kobo shop. He goes to Anglers and it's expensive. Does that mean Eugene cannot afford that? Absolutely not. Does that mean I, Henry Costa, would be condemning Eugene for eating out in such a place? Absolutely not. He's very well paid. He can afford to eat there. But it is seditions that are making the noise. It is not I. It is seditions. It is sedition. And that's the part that made Eugene jump to the radio yesterday. So Eugene was on a local radio talk show because he is embarrassed. You see, it's one thing, Boga, for your neighbor's children or your neighbor to condemn you for the kind of food you eat in your house while they have nothing to eat. Because you know what? You are not responsible for your neighbors or for what they eat, right?
Sure.
But when your own children say that your own children in your own house criticize you for eating what you eat, then of course it is embarrassing. That is the case with Len Eugene Nangbe. So Eugene Nangbe went on the radio yesterday because he's embarrassed. Now I'm a media person. I'm a communications person. I'm a propagandist as well, and I'm a politician. When you talk about someone and they rush to the radio or they rush to the public to speak out, then you know there is a problem. They are bothered by that. So the citizen talk about Eugene showing off his expensive $70,000 Chevrolet Tahoe and showing off his delicious meals every day, then the citizens have a problem. So Eugene goes on the radio, and while he's talking there about his food and about his car, then he mentions me. And he says, the guy asked him, why do you guys always respond to Henry Costa? And Eugene says, the reason we respond to Costa is because Costa is the opposition striker. He's a number 9. He plays striker for the opposition. And so that's why we talk about him. That's why we respond to him, because he said we cannot afford to not respond to Henry Costa because the opposition chose Henry Costa to be their striker. He's the number 9 player. You know, he says what he says, and we have to respond to him because he's not somebody to dismiss. I agree with you, Eugene, that you cannot dismiss me, and I don't need validation from you. But the only point I disagree with you on, Eugene Nagbe, is this. Unlike you, who are a Hopo Joe, politically speaking, you work from one government to another government, and the only way you can survive, you build nothing for yourself in your whole life. Len Eugene Nangbe, you have been a government leech, a prostitute, prostituting yourself from one good-for-nothing government to another. Unlike you, I have actually created businesses and created jobs. I have done that. Now, there's another thing about you, Eugene Nangbe, that you need to know is that I do not work for the opposition. I do not work for Joe Boakai. I do not work for Benana Ure. I do not work for Alex Cummings. I do not work for Yumbly. I do not work for any political party. I work for the Liberian people. I presented myself to the Liberian people as their employee. So for you to say that Costa was made the striker or the number 9 player, well, it is a compliment somehow, John Sobel, but I don't agree with his characterization of me as a striker for the opposition. It is they who benefit from my work. We do the heavy lifting. What do the puppet then do? Nothing.
Nothing.
The puppet then don't do nothing. We don't want to do all the work for them. You'll be on it. What the puppet then doing? They're not doing nothing. We don't want working for them. That's true. Everybody knows that. The work we do benefits Wakai. It benefits Ure. It benefits all of them. It does not benefit me, but we don't do it for them. I do it for the Liberian people. I work for the people. So I don't work for a political party. I do not do that. In fact, it would be an absolute insult. The people who work for party, that their business. I'm above that. I work for the people, and that's what's important to me. Political parties are not important to me. They're only important because that's the way through which you can vie for office and come to power. Yeah, it's not, it means, it is a means to an end. It is not the end. It is a means to an end. So I just want to let you know that. I don't work for party. I don't work for any politician. I work for the people, and I'm proud to say that I'm a humble servant of the people. Unlike you, Eugene, you are a political prostitute. You work for Moses Blah as chief of staff. When the Taylor government left, you managed, you got a job in our government as Minister of Post and Telecommunication. When our transitional government left under Judy Bryant, you hustle your way. You were with the CDC. You hustle your way in 2010. You cross over to Ellen. Ellen made you Minister of Transport, Minister of Youth and Sports, and Minister of Post and Telecommunication. Then you hustle your way when George Weah came to power. Then you got another job. Then you were George Weah. You became Minister of Information. Then you went to minister. Then you became what? What else did he become? Then now you are at the maritime
boss. Yeah.
So you're different, Eugene. You are a prostitute. That's what you do your whole life. And let me tell you something about Eugene Nangbe, folks, that this guy is so useless. When he works in government, he lives like a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
When this guy leaves the government, he gets broke like a church house rat. Do you know the rat that lives in the church house? The common man say you poor like a church house rat. That means that rat gets so poor and it's not even funny. So that's how Eugene Nangbe is. Eugene Nangbe, you see him bluffing today? You're just wait. By the time George Weah leaves power, that Senator Strong will get broke. The reason why he gets so broke is because of the way he lives. The lavish lifestyle, flying girlfriends from America on business class and bringing them to Accra, to the Movenpick Hotel, and going to Dubai with girlfriends. That is how Eugene Nangbe lives. By the time that Sanama Swan leaves the government, he will be broke like nobody's business. He gets broke. So, don't wish Eugene Nangbe evil. Just wait until the government leaves power. No matter how much money he hustles for maritime today, that bugger will get broke. He will get broke. It will not even be funny because he doesn't know how to invest the money he steals from government. That's how he gets so broke. Now, let's see whether Native is ready to join us. Hello?
Yeah, I'm getting you. Yeah, and I was saying, you talk about you now working for the opposition and your work benefit the opposition, they pay them. The CDC too benefited from your job back then when Eddie was in power.
That's true, Baga. That's the way it works.
The
CDC benefited from all the work we did against the Unity Party. That's true.
Sure.
They always benefit.
The issue about Eugene Nangbe, I think this time around,
we got Native here. Native, good morning.
Morning.
Fantastic. Well, fellow Liberians, it is my pleasure to present to you and officially introduce to you Native. That's the name I know him by. He's a sensational Liberian artist who burst onto the scene with some hit songs, and we all fell in love with him. I love his music. I actually reached out to him the other day. I reached out to Native. I said, Native, I love your music. I'm a big fan. And we started talking, and then I invited him on the show, and he was, generous enough to accept our invitation. And here we have the man Native on the platform. Native, welcome and morning, and we're very glad to have you this morning.
Good morning. Good morning to everybody out here. Good morning to my fans. It's a privilege for me to be out here and I feel amazing. Reach out to me on the platform, and I'm kind of excited. So I appreciate you too for recognizing the energy out there. I appreciate it a whole lot.
Yeah. Oh, we love you. Now, folks, can you hear Native? I'm sure they can. Let me know if you can hear Native very, very well. So, Bwaga, we got a couple of Native songs that cute. We will play story, of course, at some point. But let's talk about, what made you start making music? I mean, what inspired you?
My whole life, I never saw this coming. I used to play football. I never saw it coming. But I have a childhood friend who used to play, who used to do music. So here I was kind of friendly. We were close. So one day, a guy wanted to do a music, he wanted to feature my friend, but he came out to me. Oh, where is your friend? I was like, oh, the mail's not around. So he was like, but can I use you? With that kind of confidence, I was like, yes. At that time, I never had no idea on music. So after accepting the main proposal later on, I tried looking for him. I couldn't find him. So I was kind of embarrassed, afraid, but I never wanted to turn the nigga down. So I went home. I just wrote my own thing. When I went to the studio, I had everybody was like, "Oh, if you keep doing this, you'll be good. If you keep doing this, you'll be good." From that day, I came home. Music started taking control over me. Though I passed through a lot back there, I kind of struggled, but I always believed that one day my own journey was going to arrive. So I kept working hard, and I wanted to be different. So I came up with my own energy, my own kind of music, like sounding like I ain't meant what I'm saying, that kind of playful, but still pushing the logic out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that's another thing I'm gonna ask you. That your style. You know, you sound like you're playing fun, like you're not serious. That way you talk.
Yeah, it's not easy because I used to rap. I used to do real rap music. I used to rap. Yeah, I used to rap, and I showcased it recently on that song Nushi Me feature me on, and another song upcoming artist feature me on, and I even got a song again I supposed to drop because I used to rap, but at that time I believe that it was not helping me, so I wanted to be different. So I work hard, getting the kind of stuff I'm doing right now. It wasn't easy for me on God. It was not easy for me, but I work hard, and at the end of the day, when I first started, people used to be like, "Oh, I mean, a comedian, man. I mean, I ain't ready, man." But yeah, then stay. I one person. I appreciate any energy out there, good one or bad one. Yeah, I appreciate any energy out there. So I kept focused and I kept working hard. I knew that my own journey was going to come one day, and today we arrived. Yeah, we only arrived, but arrived. So I'm gonna say I arrived. Yeah.
That's really really good, Native. Because when I heard your songs, and I was like, okay, why does it sound that way though? I mean, it's just unique. You stand out. I'm like so distinguishable. The moment somebody hears a Native song, they know that that's Native. So that's very very good. Now, Boagai, we will. I hope you have Native story cue. We'll play a bit of that. But before we play that song, Native, tell us what's the inspiration behind that song story.
Story. I never had story in mind. I never knew I was gonna do a song called Story. I went for an interview for a song I dropped on Bad Dream to D15 radio station. But before going there, I hit up MZ, the engineer. I said, "Oh, I will be coming to D15 radio station." He was like, "Oh, okay, there where I'm staying." So when I went at the station, MZ came there, and at that time it was me and MZ first time meeting. So after the interview, everything, MZ was Nate, let's go to my studio. But MZ already had a beat. MZ already had a beat there. So when we went to the studio, I had MZ was Nate, I got a beat there. I was like, okay, play, let me get it. So when MZ opened the beat, I was like, I'm a memory again. I'm a memory again. Yeah, I kept saying it, and I started the song like, Brabi, what you taking? So the moment like I sketched a song when I reached to the other weekend part when drama said when it be and it's that cool. I bust out with laughing straight out and was like, "Little what happened?" I laughed, but it's already in. Because after like I finished chilling, drinking my thing and other thing, the next thing screen, I like brought something I drew. So that I let create, I let craft the whole story. Yeah, I would do this in that 1 hour. That whole energy came in 1 hour.
That's very beautiful. Now, people love that song, but what would you say is your what would you say is your best song? I mean, from what I know, that is your most popular song. I play that
So
song all the time. Everybody loves it. But what would you say is your favorite song? Is that your favorite Native song?
nah, that song is not my favorite song. My favorite song is Unjele.
Okay.
Be- yeah, because Unjele is another real life story that everything that happened to me, I place it in that music because like people looked at me, people said to me that I was never gonna make it out there. and I always believe, and I kept working hard. So Unjela is my A1. Yeah.
Okay, that's very, very good. Now we're gonna go and take Bwaga, do you know that song he's talking about, Angela?
Just
Let's
a
run
check
it.
for A.
I want to see why Native says he loves that song. Why it is his favorite song. So we want to listen to it. Native, if you have the link to it, you can kind of send it to me quickly, and I will send it to Bwaga so he can play it for us, for our audience to listen to it and be able to watch it as well. Well, I mean, just to listen to it.
Baga,
So bring the audience.
just search on YouTube Native. Just search on YouTube Native Unjela. You will find it.
Okay, hold on.
Ungeleh. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I got it.
You so talk to me, and then when she feel like talking to me, she will give me.
Hold on. Bwaga, Native, is that the song?
Yeah.
All right, Bwaga, play it. Let's get a song. Native say that his favorite song. Play.
I'm a mama. With that cook. You know something. You so talk to me. And then when she feel like talking to me, she will give me careless talk and then she go for free. You want be musician? Musician my toes. Meaning it is from my phone. You understand people. When we were here on radio, when you were go for show, when you were pick up BB artist like your other friend. I don't wrap my hair up, put my hair and make it one second. You can't give you passion for me for free. You don't boy you are so there. You don't be here. Hello, Malaga. You are the gaga. What the hell is my friend? Because they are doing our construction. You are talking fussy with me. I ain't care what answer. Because they are done. One day. On very papa say, you will pay to see me. You will put my son. You will use my name for me. You will be among your friends. You will come out.
Take a pause. Let me come out of Native. Unjela. Now, Native, what does Unjela mean? Somebody say it means myself.
It means my life.
Okay. And Native, what is your real name? People are asking, what is your real name?
My real name is Leo Bright.
Huh?
Leo Bright. LeoBrightd.
Leo Bright.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You see, like the reason I love Unjela because I said in the song that one day you will pay to see me, you will put my song on repeat, you will use my name for fame. Everything happening right now. Yeah, so like, and I did that song last year, April. I did that song last year, April. I just went to the studio and we recorded the song and we kept the song there, like waiting on when we will drop the song. So after I rap on the scene with that kind of mega hit, one day we're there at the studio sitting, we just opened the fire, and my team was like, the song is good. They dropped the song because right now is the reference time for the song. Everything you said in the song is happening right now, and I would choose to drop the song. But I ain't hit before making the song. I did that song since last year, April.
At that time, you were not the big star that you are now.
Yeah, nobody knew me.
I like that song. Now. It's my first time listening to it, but this is the popular one. Bwaga, drop it. Native Story. That's the song we play. I mean, look, Native in America, right? I know they love it in Liberia, but we love it here too. We go to parties. I have parties at my house. I play it on the TV. We watch it. We dance to it. There is a friend of mine, right? He came from Liberia. He lives here. He lives between Liberia and the States. I will not call his name. So we're having a party over at my house, and we're having a good time. So we put the song on the TV because the video is out now. So the video is out. I watched the video. I've seen it a couple of times, and that guy knows every single word of the song from start to finish. And he's not the kind of guy you would think would typically know the lyrics to a Liberian song, but he does. And we all were fascinated that day when he sang along with you as you sang the song. So drop that song for us by Native and called Story. Okay. And that's the video Baga is playing. Please? We want the song, we don't want the video, Baga.
Okay. I remember.
Exclusive beat.
Rabbi, why you taking? Oh, my picking anything. Okay, get my Rabbi. Photo water like tree. Now, photo what I want in my big lesson. Oh, Rabbi. How can you know that you not know about it? When you say answer, you must add the exclusive. That is sweet and sure I know. So I enjoy my life. Because anytime I can go. Let you and leave me. Let me do me.
The other weekend, I will enjoy myself. The way the business start going, I will feel myself. My money I finish by moving for yourself.
So I hate the club. People were dancing, but I choose to say until because I want them for something. They are so they find get what guy I won't go ask it. I said, let me try my luck and see. Maybe she agree. Then I cry and come in to see someone who I let them have it. So I talk to myself. Let it be your man. Mamu tell you to be your man. You be your man.
So I walk out to her and say, fine, get hello. Why you doing? She said, fine. What you doing? She said, she was a partner like your team. She said, wow.
Thank you. Baby, don't thank me, you deserve it. When you deserve it, when you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Was going deep and deeper, put it thought to each chicken. We are living sense in her brain. Anything I thought like, baby, let go now. She said, you going to my heart. She said, where can I be? She said,
she agree for waiting down. We are now, I want operate. Choose up in a plan, though, me when I get it down. Oh,
when she talking project, I thought I was a joke. When I go back there again, she thought I think I again. I won't force it, but when I force it, man, that read that crowd will go to just play my pool and choose so deep. When I go, I will show up, I will show up. For that is
take Brenna, she go, she call me on my phone. Oh, baby, I'm send my more money, no boy, send me money, I'm calling the best too.
I'm gonna send it or I'm gonna send it. I said that I won't send it, but I choose to send it. So I go say text me the number, I will send it. Then I send it. More she called me to say thank you. I said let me call her to confirm it. Then I call, she said she received it. Then she called the phone for my ear.
Okay, all right. Now you all know this song is a great song. It's a great Native song. We all love it. Native, I have a couple of questions I wanna ask you about this song, right? First of all, let's talk about potato eat chicken. Now, was that talk around before Native used Native? Is that saying that quote, is it original to you, potato eat chicken, or was it already around, or did you invent it? Potato eat chicken.
I never heard of it before. But
what about you? The first time I heard that,
he brought it up.
Yeah, Native, you created that. It's your copyright. It's an intellectual property. I never heard about it prior to your song. I don't know, maybe somebody else.
Brain.
Huh?
Beating living sense in her brain.
Now, there is another one again, Native. Fall down inside. Is that one? Was it? Did you create it, or was it around before you?
When I fall down inside now. Yeah, I fall down inside.
Now everybody uses that toy. We also can use that toy here in America. Now, there's another one you said. A queen like you deserve it. You want more? I will provide it. Of course, we use that here a lot too.
Yeah, because
So,
she was like, wow, native, thank you. So I was like, but you're way too beautiful. You're a queen. Yeah, I want you to be thanking me because you deserve it. Hey, you know, a queen like you deserve it. So like, you didn't have to say thank you. Yeah.
okay, then what about the part where you talk about he asking, he say you ask him what you want to drink, he say you want to drink anything, he say getting water, he say you don't want any water. What is that?
No,
Why would you get water?
no. What happened was, okay, I met him there, or yeah, I met him there, but I was like, okay, Bobby, what are you taking? He was like, anything. So I felt that within myself that, okay, maybe the same me already not drink, hey, you know, like, he already not drink. So let me just offer him water at least, like, to that be acting on, because sometimes, like, some people, like, when they kind of chat or something, like, they, you know, like, they ain't need much again. So I was like, okay, let me just offer him water. Because the first he said anything. So, and if people say water now, and I plastic water again, I'll bottle water. But he get versed and say that I water, let's
Yeah, he say
stay.
you don't want water. Okay, native. There's another thing, right? In the song, you send an anti-rape message, which people love, and I said, wow, that's pretty smart. You know, when the Jew says she want to give you something, and you look and what when you
I
suddenly you throw
I
wapi,
will
but you
throw
did not
wapping.
touch her because you said, you know, rape is a crime, and you don't want to go to jail. Did you put that message in on purpose?
Yeah, because even if you married a woman and the woman saying no, you should respect the woman. Yeah, her no should be a no, because violence honestly is not good. Forcing women out there sexual violence is not good. So, and another means that I could help is just to send a message across. Yeah, if the woman said no, let it be no. Even if you're married, oh. If the woman don't want to do it, now leave her. Now. She won't do it. Now. At particular time. Now. Yeah, so don't force it. Yeah, don't never force it. Pa. Be like
Don't never
me.
force it. If the Jew say no,
Yeah,
you can
I
throw
know
wapi,
now.
but don't force it,
Throw wappy
right?
now. Don't force it. Yeah, throw wappy now. And you know, we made a thing first. She said no. You made a thing again. She said no. Tell me throwing wappy now. Yeah, don't force it. Let me throwing
All
wappy.
right, enjoy your album, but don't force it.
Don't force
Yes.
it. No more.
Okay,
Another
very,
day.
very good.
Yeah,
Nathan.
maybe another day. Hey, you know, it will be alright now. Yeah, but say no to rape. Yeah, I against it out here. Yeah.
Precisely. Say no to rape. Now, Native, let's talk about your name. What's with the name Native?
Uh, First I used to be called Tagging first. That's my middle name. I first started with Tagging. Then later on, I changed it to Native Rapper. I used to be the Native Rapper, the unknown. But later on, I was like, okay, I won't be different. I won't be different. So I removed the rapper first, and I stick with the native. Then later on, I was like, okay, I think I should change the spelling too. Instead of NATIV, I use NATIF. Yeah, that's the time I was taking you. Oh, yeah, me saying apote. Yeah, that's the time I came with that whole different energy that I hear today. Yeah, like the way you hear me sounding, yeah, that's how that whole energy came about. Because I used to be like the unknown. But how one time our DJ McGrady was like, because he's one of my day one too. He was like, oh, you are no more unknown. Don't be referring to yourself as the unknown. So I changed all everything unknown. I changed it. The native rapper, I changed it. And I always telling people out there, like upcoming artists or those who doing music out there, just see me as an example. Once I can make it out, you can make it. You just have to work hard. You just have to believe in what you do. You just have to keep grinding, keep the energy burning, because ain't nothing come easy. Even when you arrive, that's the main time when you arrive again. People look up to you out there. People will come at you out there, but you have to believe in what you do. And at the end of the day, you have to do it because you love doing it. And you have to do it because people appreciate it out there. And you have to work. So if you're an upcoming artist out here and you're viewing this, just see me as an example. You ain't forced to like me, but just see me as an example. If I can make it, you can make it too. So you just have to work hard, believe in what you do. Everybody will not like you out here,
And
but
develop your own
hopefully,
style, your
yeah.
own style, like you
Do
did.
believe in what you do. You can create your own path too that people will follow. Yeah, like right now, my energy, the way I sound, my kind of music. People think that sometimes like people be thinking that I may whole day in studio. Sometimes people think that I made like 1 week. At times, the highest I make is 1 hour. Like if you ever listen to that song Kekele, me Eric Jiso, I did 10 minutes. That my whole part, I did 10 minutes. Yeah,
Wow.
I did 10 minutes. I whole Kekele, I did 10 minutes.
I love that song too. Oh man, it's a nice
People,
song.
people hear
Now,
my
who
energy
is a
out there.
kekele? Let me ask you that. Who is a kekele?
Kekele is somebody that drunk. Yeah, Kekele
PC
refer
man.
to them. Yeah, somebody that fisi, somebody that mwe. Yeah, so I can't chill with Kekele. I can't chill with no fisi person. I can't chill with drunk now.
Native,
Yeah.
I want to thank you very, very much for honoring our invitation for coming on this morning. We've had a great time with you and we love your music. We wish you best of luck throughout your career, and the sky is your limit. Thank you, my brother. Take
I
care.
appreciate, and I also want to tell people out there they should wait on the album. They should wait on the album, and also thank so much for putting me out here. I appreciate it on God. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Native. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Okay.
I have a dream, but in the we have a dream, money thing. I have a dream.
I'm on song here, bad dream.
We have a dream.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard it.
In my dream,
And then someone will call your name, they call up, put in the everybody leave it.
my crazy chase me with this. Me saw you a weapon, and Snooky begging me for loan. Like you're what acting America. And that is a number can't tell me. Capital building, can't find it. People I can't buy me, I can't take. Murderer men suffer from every. Such as I lost a promo. My 40 I say. DJ put challenge, you see Buto or Rex. I can't call me by what's in the PCK, Frankie, what is? Deja vu, passete. Never pass a walking now. Master Pin lost on Asa. DJ will see him get self for love.
Oh, is it a bad dream? Is it our kidnap?
Here Costa walking up. Star Joseph lost the phone 140 for Tessie.
On a baby, moon on baby. Real bad dream. Real bad dream. In my dreams, still not lost in memory. See, I see popping job and they get picture on IG. There's no weapon. Is it the way you lost it for so cancer? I'm going to challenge the rat of where. Wish my what they have been done. Without your step, I lay down for me. Scratching my thing for me again. Forget not like people for me again. That look good, feeling my own power. When I say you want to see me, there's still a king. Never pleasure when you see what on fire.
All right, boy, I take it down. Well, I never heard that song before. I just actually heard it. We have our next guest here this morning, Mrs. Emily Divine Johnson. Good morning to you, dear.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Fantastic. You are on time. I love that. Beautiful. Now, Madam Johnson is the director of the Dr. Charles A. Johnson Jr. Foundation. And as I said earlier this morning when we opened up, that she was going to be joining us to talk about an upcoming event that she's having, basically to honor father figures and fathers and all the men out there, the male figures who are, stepping in and performing the role of a father in some child's life or in their own children's lives.
Right.
And that event is a celebration of fathers and father figures. And the event is slated to be held first week in August. She will give us the itinerary, the date, and everything, and the team, and in part in memory of our dear friend Charles Johnson, who was a great father and a great godfather to so many children, and my own son Henry. And so when Emmeline reached out to talk to tell me about this, and she is doing a lot of work already. She's done a lot. She's got her team. They're working. Many of them are Americans, and but she doesn't want to leave us Liberians out. So that's part of the reason why she's here on this platform, so that that side of Charles, the Liberian community, can be involved. And Charles was very, very supportive.
Yes.
He was everywhere. He was flying everywhere, every other weekend, every other day, to support good causes. And this is a great cause that she's a great event that she's put together. So I just wanted to take a few minutes to basically lay the foundation. But again, I want to say welcome to the platform, and it's good to have you for the first time.
Yes. Thanks so much for having me. Yes. Day of Dads. I was definitely motivated to have this event, and I decided to put it in August because, as many of us know, August is Charles' birth month. Initially, this event was supposed to take place last year, but naturally, given the global pandemic, I had to put it on hold. But I decided this year it was going to happen. We were going to go forth with it. And so the event will be taking place on Sunday, August 8th, here in our hometown, Jersey City, New Jersey, at Berry Lane Park. The flyers are up on our website, www.cajfund.org, and you can find all of the information there. And pretty much, as Henry stated, the event is to honor Charles, honor his legacy, honor the work that he began. And that's another reason why I was led to relaunch his foundation, because he started, giving out scholarships and all of that, supporting. He was very big on supporting youth, and I want to continue that fight, and I want to expand it. And so I decided, well, let me start off with having this event and just pretty much honoring him, honoring men. He looked forward to fatherhood. Unfortunately, his life was cut short, so he didn't get a chance to really, enjoy the fullness thereof. Our youngest was 8 months at the time of his passing, and the oldest was 2. And so naturally, you can imagine what that journey has been like for me. And you never miss a good thing until it's gone. That old adage, you never miss a good thing until it's gone, has never been more truer for me than now. And I decided to honor him this way, honor all fathers, father figures that have shown up in the lives of children. I feel like a lot of times our men don't get enough acknowledgement, especially those who are present, right? And so that's what this day is about. It's a big field day event. We're just looking for everyone to just come out as a community event. I was able to reach out to our local city council. They will be present to in support of this event. And everyone is excited. I have a really great team. Yes, as Henry stated, it is predominantly Americans, but we have a few Liberians, sprinkled in there. But I definitely wanted to get on here. And so I do thank you for allowing me to utilize your platform to reach those within the diaspora, to let them know about this event that's going on. And as you stated, Charles was a very, very supportive friend. And many times I would ask him, hey, don't you get tired? You're going from here, this place, that place. And he would always say, you never know when you're going to need someone. And that was his thing. It didn't matter how tired he was. He just wanted to be present for others.
That's true, and that's why those of us who are still here who call ourselves friends of Charles should definitely honor his memory by lending you all the support you need and to come out there and support you. And folks, part of what she's going to be doing for this event, and I will post the flyer, of course, today. Kindly send it to me, and I will post it today. And it will have all the information you need, all the friends of Charles Johnson. I'm going to be, I couldn't possibly single you all out because, any attempt to name the friends of Charles Johnson would be, we wouldn't leave you. Everybody was his friend, and he was supportive of everyone. So what we're going to do also, we're going to do some fundraiser. I think the next time we have you, we will dedicate that time exclusively to raising funds to help with this event. But today,
awesome. Thank you
we're
so
going to
much.
also provide the information on how people can chip in.
Yes.
Cash App and Zelle. We're going to provide those today so that you can chip in. All the friends of Charles Johnson, many of you out there, you're in Liberia, you're across these United States, and we have to chip in to celebrate this and to go and basically honor Charles, the memory of Charles Johnson, and honor ourselves, those of us who are father figures and fathers,
Yes.
who are proud to be fathers. And so this event is for us as well. And what a better way, to celebrate good fathers, than in honor and memory of a good father himself,
Yeah.
Brother Charles Johnson. So we will post a flyer with a date. And Emily, again, what's the date? And I'm going to ask you, pretending as though I do not know, but I want for people to mark that down, to save the date. What day and what time and where?
Yes.
Let's go back over it slowly.
So the date is Sunday, August 8th, 2021, and the event will be held from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. here in Jersey City at the Berry Lane Park, located on Garfield Avenue.
Okay. Well, I will post the flyer, which will have the address, but the date is important. So it's Sunday, the 8th of August. Save that date, folks. Sunday, the 8th of August is in Jersey City, and we will provide the rest of the information. That's good. So save the date, folks. Sunday, the 8th of August. That's 2 days after my birthday. And that's just about 6 days after Charles's birthday, right?
5 days.
5. Great, exactly. So so that's what we're gonna do. Sunday, the 8th of August, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Larry, thank you. Fantastic. Larry just actually posted the date, the time, the venue, and everything right here. What I'm gonna do, Larry, I'm gonna pin it right here underneath the Garfield Avenue in Jersey City. Fantastic. That's the information. Save the date. Now, Emily, we need to provide the Cash App and the Zelle. Now, I know and this year, folks, yes, I'm going to call on the general public to chip in, but I'm particularly calling on friends of Charles Johnson to chip in here. Yeah, and that includes myself, my very self. Charles was like a brother. He never called me by my name. He always called me the political commentator. And I never call him by his name. I always call him Ambassador Charles Johnson. I always call him Ambassador. And he was a fantastic guy. He was a brother you could lean on. He was an advisor. He was a great guy, supporter. And I remember, and Emily was talking about Charles' passion for education and his work he did in education. I remember the last time Charles and I were in Liberia, we went together. We went to the Reginald Goodrich High School, where he went to donate some computers to the school that he had shipped from the U.S. And I accompanied Charles, and Charles was passionate about that. He took some of those computers to his hometown, Edina in Grand Bassa. And Charles went one day to visit his hometown and in Grand Bassa, and he saw these children sitting, literally on the floor in this school. And Charles could not stop talking about it. Oh, my man, he said, my man, I saw this thing, my man, the children sitting on the floor. He came back, he organized, he raised the money, and he went back to Liberia and he bought chairs for them. That's how wonderful Charles Johnson. I don't know how such good people leave us so soon. It's just sad. Yeah. So Charles was a wonderful, wonderful guy, and in fact, Chelsea Delanya, I take it she's your sister.
Yeah.
She just posted even more details than Larry did. Larry, I'm sorry I have to pick Chelsea's over yours, but thank you. It's a Sunday, August the 8th, 2021, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Barrett Lane Park, Jersey City. I'm going to be there, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in there. Friends of Charles Johnson. We're going there to celebrate our friend. But before we do, it takes money to organize this. Now, I'm going there for two reasons, and two great reasons. Number one, because Charles was a brother and a friend. Number two, because it's a great thing that Emmeline is doing to honor fathers and father figures, to celebrate fathers. You know, and those are two great reasons why I'm going to be there. And I expect all of you, friends of Charles Johnson, to be there so that we can celebrate our friend and celebrate what his wife is trying to do. And we're going to see his kids as well. The kids will be there. I'm sure you're going to have to bring those boys there.
Of course.
Emily, you're going to kindly provide us the Cash App. You just, you know, let Chelsea post it, please. Okay. Chelsea, that particular comment you just made, just underneath it, just edit that comment, and at the bottom, just add the Cash App and the Zelle, so that, you know, I don't have to post something else. Just at the bottom of that, just edit that particular comment, which is great. The information, the part, the date, the time, and all. Just edit it and add the Cash App and the Zelle, so that we can share it here and people can have it and people can chip in. The next time Emmeline comes on, we're going to spend that time exclusively to, fundraising. That's what we're going to do, because we want to support our friend and what our friend's wife is doing. I'm going to, you know, of course, the fundraiser will be the next time she appears. Emily, the 8th of August is not far at all. When next do you want to come on? We have to do this fundraiser.
Whenever you can have me.
I'm thinking, let's do it next week. Today is what, Wednesday?
Yes.
Next week, Wednesday.
Okay, no problem.
Same time.
Same time. I'll be
Fantastic. But provide me the Cash App and this Zelle. I use Zelle. I don't use Cash App. You have Zelle, right?
Yes.
Great. So yeah. So I'm gonna start the fundraiser right now. We gotta raise a little bit yet before next time. And the good thing is, many of our friends who are not watching now will watch later and will listen later, and they can chip in as well. Now, when you hear me, and I'm saying this literally thinking of some of your names are just rushing through my head right now. You're gonna have to chip in here. If you're done, I'm gonna have a special edition of the Costa Show dedicated to you guys. We have to support this. So I'm waiting for that Zelle so that I can start this fundraiser with $100 this morning, and all of our friends can chip in. The next time we have you next week, we will do more than that. But for now, we want to open it up. That, you know, it's always going to start a fundraiser. If you're fundraising, you yourself got to open it up with something. It's a good thing. It encourages others to give. When you can give, it's going to make people give, especially, you know. So folks, this is a great thing. Now, for those of you who did not know Charles Johnson, who are friends of mine, supporters of mine, Charles was a brother. He was a friend. He stood in my wedding. That's how close we were. We became very close, and towards the end. And it's one of those. His passing is one of those things that has been very gripping, and it has not. I still find it hard to accept. So I'm waiting for the Zelle.
So the Zelle is D, and my first name, Emerlyn, E-M-E.
Well, you know what? Just text it to me.
Text it really quick.
Yeah, please text it to me, and I'm gonna pin it right underneath here. And I'm gonna also save the number, and I'm gonna send my $100 right now as the opening for this fundraiser. And of course, as I said, I'm also going to be there at the event on Sunday, August the 8th. I'm gonna be there by 12 May Day, and I'm gonna leave when it closes at 5 p.m. At Barry Lane Park in Jersey City. To celebrate, good men who are fathers and father figures, and so I'm looking forward to it. Definitely am. Definitely am. All right. So all of you who are friends of Charles Johnson, this is a way to honor our friend and our brother who has left us, and his wife is doing this event to basically honor good men who are fathers and who do good what they do. Okay, so Emily just sent me the Zelle. That is great. Okay, so I have the Zelle here and I have the Cash App. Fantastic. Now, what I'm going to do, and the Zelle is okay. I'm going to take it right here and pin it. Yeah, the Cash App and the Zelle. Hold on. I have to copy the entire thing.
And I also want to add that we're
please.
we're doing a daddy makeover.
Mm-hmm.
So we're awarding, 4 fathers. So if you go onto our website at www.cajfund.org, you will find a link for people to submit names and just give a brief write-up on an inspirational man. We're going to select 4 fathers to award daddy makeover to, and 1 grand prize of a trip to Mexico.
Oh, that's really nice. And how does one stand a chance for that grand prize? What does one have to do?
So it all really depends on the story. Whoever submits their name and whatever the story is, how inspirational it is for those of us that'll be reading, we will make the determination or selection from there based on that.
That's fantastic. That is great. Now, folks, that's the Cash App, and the Zelle is right there at the bottom. And the Zelle is D Emmeline 60. That's the letter D as in David, and the Emmeline is EMERLYN 60. D Emmeline 60 at gmail.com is her email. That's the Zelle. The Cash App is $ Doctor. That's DRCAJ Fund. That's actually Dr. Charles A. Johnson Fund. So that's Doctor. That's $ Doctor. That's DR capital CAJ Fund FUND. So that's the information. Oh, thank you so much. Chelsea just did that, made it easy. So everything is right there. Cash App, Zelle, and everything. So I'm literally going to my Zelle as Emmeline is speaking so that I can do mine there. All right. So it wants email. Okay. So yeah. Emily, while I'm trying to do this, can you just go on, talk a little bit more about the event?
Yeah, so pretty much with the event, it's a community event. It's going to be filled with different field games, softball, kickball, tug of war, all these different relay races, for a father and their child. And then we're going to have a Daddy and Me TikTok dance challenge that'll be going on as well. And also we have Chelsea putting together a panel. So there will be a panel going on with different men talking about fatherhood, how that showed up in their lives, and their journey of fatherhood, whether they're a single father or they're married, or maybe they're just a mentor, but just pretty much discussing manhood, fatherhood, and what that looks like for them. And definitely also too, we're going to provide resources to our men, encouraging mental health, self-care, and all of that. So we're super excited, looking forward to the day. And I know it's going to be a blessed and successful occasion. And definitely with everyone's support, there would be no reason why this day shouldn't go off without anyone walking away feeling really good that they came out on that day.
Fantastic. Now, if you have I just saved it. Now I want to try it out. It works. Now check your Zelle, please. You should receive a notification. Folks, I just tried it and it works. I just sent my opening contribution of $100 to open up this fundraiser for this event. But of course, next Wednesday when Emmeline comes on is when we're going to dedicate the time exclusively to do the fundraiser. Of course, we'll talk a little bit more about the event, and we will focus on the fundraiser aspect to help her pull this thing off.
Yes,
okay.
It's received. Thanks to you. Thanks.
Great. It was a way to test it to make sure it's working. So it is working, folks.
Yes.
The Cash App works. So does the Zelle. I just used it. Emily, I want to say thank you very, very much. We look forward to having you next Wednesday,
Yeah.
same time.
Same time.
And by then, of course, we will focus on the fundraiser aspect. Two ways we could do it. Either we have an afternoon one
Okay.
in the evening, yeah, the evening time. We can do Wednesday in the evening, around like 6 p.m.,
Okay.
where we can do we can use the same platform, but you can come on in the evening and you can come up with some of your team members as well,
Okay. That would be great.
and we can just do the fundraiser in the evening. We always do better with fundraisers during the evening hours.
Right. When most people are awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people will watch and listen
Right.
afterwards, but the fundraiser during the evening, people tend to give more. I don't know, for for some reason it's like the peak time.
Right.
You know, when it's too early, people don't seem to want to, yeah, that early in the morning. But so Wednesday evening time.
Okay.
Great. So Wednesday evening, let's say at 6 p.m. That's a day.
Okay.
But we're gonna also post the flyer. So later on, send me the flyer. Larry, my friend, shoot me a reminder. I'm getting old. I have too many things to worry about. So I tend to sometimes forget, but I should not forget because that's very, very important. Thank you so much, and I look forward to being with you and some of your team members on Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, folks, there you have it. That's the information up there. For those of you who are going to listen later, watch later, this is how you can contribute. Our friend Charles A. Johnson, aka Chucky. This is his wife, Emmeline Johnson, and they had two wonderful kids, Ubre and the other. How could I forget the younger one's name? Oh my God. I am so ashamed of myself right now. But Ubre is my godson, and so this is their mother, and she's organizing this event. It's going to be held on the 8th of August. That's Sunday, the 8th of August. Chad, thank you, Chelsea. Of course, I know Chad's name, it just couldn't come to mind. Thank you, Chelsea. So Chad and Ubre. So their mother, Emmeline DeLine Johnson, is organizing an event to be held in the park. We're going to have fun. It's going to be a summer day from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. All the Charles Johnson friends can come from all over the place. And we can have a great time. Emmeline will have all the other people from her side, and Charles Johnson, all his people. My job is to ensure we get as many of Charles Johnson's friends as possible to this great event. And for what? To celebrate fatherhood and men who are father figures. You know, that's the thing. And I'm a proud dad. You know. One of the things Henry's mom lets me do, and of course, I wouldn't say let me do, makes me do nowadays, is that when Henry comes to me for the weekend, well, I didn't see him this weekend because I had to travel, but now I get to have him on Friday, pick him up from school. And by the way, Henry has moved up to kindergarten. He's moved up to kindergarten. So is that I would have to keep Henry from Friday to Monday and take him to school Monday morning. Imagine. Oh my God, it's a difficult thing for me. I dread it. But you know why I don't complain? Because I get to have him for another night. Here's the thing, right? Because I get to keep him for another night. Yeah, rather than taking him back on Sunday, he gets to spend Sunday night, and then I prepare him to go to school Monday morning. Now imagine this. I have to wake up at 3 a.m. to do the show. Monday morning, 3 a.m. And when I get off the show, Henry has to be ready. I have to drive him 30 minutes to school. I have to drive 30 minutes to take Henry to school. And because, you know, the school is closer to where he and his mother live. So then I have to come back. So that means when I wake up at 3 o'clock, I do the show. I try to fall back to sleep by around 6. Then the alarm wakes me up at around 7:30. Then I go bathe him, clothe him, and dress him up and feed him. I'll prepare his lunch. I mean his breakfast. I'll have to put the breakfast in the car. and then I drive him to school. It's a tough deal. I come back sleepy and I try to fall back asleep to catch a few more hours of sleep. So and I do it religiously. I mean, I make sure he's never late for school for Monday morning. It can be tough. You're trying to get him to help, but it's a beautiful thing. Being a father, it's a beautiful thing. I don't know how some men don't care, but the good men that do, salute. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. To have to take care of your child I find so much beauty in it. It is the best thing that ever happened to me to be a father. Yeah, that's the number one thing in my life, being father to Henry Costa Jr. and hopefully, God willing, other children. It's an incredible thing. So yeah. So folks, thank you so much, Boakai.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later, but I think you told me about later on today. Give me a call, huh?
Okay, no problem.
All right, folks. So God bless you all and have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful time. And it's been a great time here. God bless you all, and you be safe. Thank you so much. Bye bye. I love you all.